Welcome to Collections of Cinema.
Hello and welcome back to the first episode of this year of Collections of Cinema. And I'm sorry beforehand because we did not release a podcast since I think the Christmas episode.
The Christmas one, yeah.
And that was basically due to us taking a break and mainly also just because we just felt like not releasing anything. And
well,
also kind of
I don't even know if it's
sick.
visible in the Voicey was sick, and I don't even know if it's visible in the video, but I'm very pregnant and just don't really have a whole lot of energy lately.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's also maybe a good
Yeah.
time to also say that at some point in the near future, there will probably be less podcasts for a little bit. We're going to try to do our best, but within the next few weeks, we'll have a new little baby. So we'll do our best.
Yep, exactly. So, we thought to do a more recent movie, and since I got Thunderbolts on 4K 2 weeks ago or something, or last week, and I wanted to rewatch it anyways, we started watching Thunderbolts and we're like, hey, let's just do this for the podcast. Thunderbolts came out in 2025, which is so weird. Like, it came out last year.
Well, it really doesn't feel like it was last year. That's interesting.
It feels much longer, but yeah, it came out last year. Jake Schreier directed it. He also did Beef on Netflix. They had a budget of 180 million, and the box office was 382 million, which is actually good for first of all, for a Marvel movie in that era of Marvel movies, and then second, for a movie that is not like, led by someone like Robert Downey Jr. or something. So it's basically led by Florence Pugh, and she's a fucking powerhouse in that movie.
She's always a powerhouse.
And Sebastian Stan, Wyatt Russell, Olga Kurylenko, Louis Pullman, and David Harbour, obviously. Yeah.
Who plays Bob? Who's Bob?
That's Louis Pullman.
He's great.
Yeah, he's amazing. He just did the Oscar announcement in a stream, and he's awesome. Let's go into the plot of the movie.
Any diehard Marvel fans listening, please forgive me because I don't have the memory to remember names of like the big corporations and stuff that, whatever, the evil places. But basically it starts as Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Her character is the evil character, which we'll get into our thoughts about that.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Yes, and she has this group of people working for her, basically assassins, I would call them. And she needs to keep some information quiet. She needs to get rid of some information, some evidence, and they're part of that. And so she basically tricks all of them into thinking that they're going on this secret mission to help her, when in reality, she's trying to trap them in a giant incinerator to get rid of them along with all of this evidence. And that's just kind of how it starts. And they end up figuring it out, meeting Bob, and working as a team to get out, and then forming the Thunderbolts.
Yep, exactly.
So that's in a nutshell, plot.
I mean, the core of the movie, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine is the main evil person, I would say, or the main antagonist, because she's not really. She's a politician, essentially. She's the CIA director. And she has her very clear agenda of making a superhero that she can basically
that's unkillable has literally every power that every superhero has.
Right. And Bob was basically one of those people who did those trials because he was like a drug addict and nobody would miss him if he would die. But he has this second part of him, like he basically has depression or anxiety or some other form of mental illness, but by injecting the serum into his body, his darker side also got powers essentially, and so he is either a sentry or what's the other name? Sentry or...
I didn't know it had another name.
Yeah, sure. He's Void. The Void.
The Void.
Yeah.
Which I love, by the way. I mean, we can talk about that more later as we get into the plot, but I love that this movie, I remember watching it for the first time and I'm like, this is what I, like, it stands out to me in a Marvel movie, because they don't really address things like that very often in superhero movies, because it's all just about action. Yeah, like mental health, depression, and like putting it in such a way that's so...
Obviously not. Because
it's really kind of lovely the way that they bring it all together.
This movie in general is very different. I mean, sure, there's this part of those misfits forming a team because they have to, and they work together, and they're just very different, and they have to figure out things. I mean, we've seen it so many times in the MCU alone, and then the DCU, or in these DC movies. And it's not something special, but I feel like Florence Pugh is just the perfect glue to pull them all together. Wyatt Russell is great as John Walker, or U.S. Agent. I hated him in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I mean, he was a great antagonist, but I hated his character. Olga Kurylenko as Taskmaster is great. Obviously, David Harbour as the Red Guardian. He's so good. He's like the dumb kind of guy, but he's lovely.
I wouldn't say dumb. I would just say he's really naive and has this like romanticized version of what it means to be a superhero. Yeah. And it's very sweet. I really like his character.
Yeah. And they all just have to come together basically and form this group of Thunderbolts. And the name Thunderbolts is derived from a soccer group that never won a game that Florence Pugh was part of as a kid, which is very funny. Yeah. Right, and it's very funny because Red Guardian says it multiple times in the movie that they never won a game. Mm-hmm. And he's just overly excited. And there's this fun post-credit scene where he walks down an aisle in the grocery store and comes across a woman shopping for cereal, and he just
pulls out the Wheaties box.
The Wheaties box that the Thunderbolts are on, or the new Avengers as they are being called at the end of the movie. And he tries to basically just make her look like, "Hey, this is me on the box." Mm-hmm. But the movie is very different to other MCU movies, and simply because it's not like the main antagonist is not some powerful being or some god or some creature. It's basically mental illness. Yeah. And I feel like that's the very refreshing, and I've not bought a fucking Marvel movie in, I think, since Endgame. I think Endgame was the last. No, that's not true. The last Marvel movie was Guardians 3. Mm-hmm. But this one stood out to me, and I had it on my list for a while, and I got it new for cheap. And it's such a fantastic movie because the beats are so well done. Like the funny comedic thing intertwines so well with the very serious beats. And that movie can make
Marvel
you cry.
has always done that well in terms of...
No, that's not true.
The comedic, I feel like they've always done well.
The last Thor movie was horrible. Like she's dying in bed from cancer.
Oh yeah, that was not good.
And there are so many off.
Okay, then Marvel almost always does it well with the humor.
I feel like in the last couple of years they have not really nailed that so well, and that movie nails it so well. Where it's like it's funny, but at its core it's very serious, and it's also dramatic, sad kind of. And but then I don't know, when they all come together and they hug at the end of that's like they don't fight. They hug it out at the end. And that alone is like the big climax of the overall thing is like they come together as a team and they hug each other and say, "Hey, we're here. You're not alone." Yeah. And that alone is like, I don't know. It's just so different to other Marvel movies. So it's like a standout film. Yeah, I like it.
And I just in general like how it's portrayed in a way that you can kind of visualize depression, where it's
Yep.
not just talking about what it feels like, but you can actually see it, and it feels so accurate.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem far-fetched that that's how somebody feels when they're depressed.
Yep.
You know, anyone who's been depressed knows that that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you're kind of stuck in a room. And you know, in this movie, it's different shame rooms is what
Yep.
they call them, where
Yep.
it's just like people are getting sent to these spots or these moments in their lives where they felt the most guilt, they felt the most shame for something they did or
Yep.
something they witnessed or, you know, something.
Yep.
And it's hard to pull yourself out of that. That's the whole thing. You have to fight your way out of it. And
Yep.
to do that, you need to feel accepted and loved and like you matter.
Yep.
And it's really, and they actually discourage fighting it. Like, that's the other thing I really liked. He starts to fight it,
Yep.
and they're like, don't do that. That's what it wants.
Yep. Yep.
And it's just, I love the depiction of just how it feels.
Yep. I was also wrong. I think it's not Taskmaster, it's Ghost in...
Yeah, I was going to say because
Taskmaster dies, and I think that's... No, that's Taskmaster. No, that's Taskmaster, so Ghost dies.
Really?
Yeah, Ghost dies in the room. That's Taskmaster. Okay, so I was right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Taskmaster.
Ghost feels like a more fitting name for her because she disappears into things.
Yeah, but Taskmaster does it too.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's Ghost. I don't know. Maybe it's Ghost. I don't know. I feel like she looks like... No, that's Ghost. No, that's Ghost. So that's fine. So Taskmaster dies. I guess. I don't know.
It would make sense. Ghost makes more sense for the, like, as a name for the character that's in the movie.
Yeah,
the
that's
longest.
true. That's true. So yeah. It's... Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking...
I mean, let's quickly talk about Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
I mean...
She's great. Don't get me wrong. I love her as an actress. I feel like she's written poorly.
She is just this
and
weird...
it's a weird, evil person. I mean, it's not like, you know, it doesn't have to be like a superhero thing. You know, it doesn't have to be that. But
like her first thing was in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where she was fine, I guess, because she was the main reason behind what's his name, Wyatt Russell, John Walker, being the new Captain America and turning him evil, basically. And then she was in Black Widow, which, I mean, the film was fine, but was like a straight to streaming movie because of COVID. She was in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I don't really remember her. She had a very small... I remember there was a fight on like a bridge, and there she was with Martin Freeman. Like, she had a very small scene in it.
I don't remember that.
And then Thunderbolts. And the biggest role she had in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and her character just feels weird to me because she feels like this... They don't really know what to do with her, and they just throw her in randomly. And I guess it makes sense for her to be in Thunderbolts because she controlled all of those people, or most of those people, in the past. So at the core, she would stand there and still control them and try to kill them off.
I mean, and she's behind the whole Century project, so
right. So it makes sense. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think she's just written poorly.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. I don't know. Every scene where she's like supposed to be evil, you don't really feel like she's that.
She's
evil.
just annoying. She's
annoying.
She's super annoying. And
I mean, she's definitely manipulative. That comes across well.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Yeah.
It feels a little off.
She's a weird character. Like she's definitely the weakest part of the movie, which says a lot about her character and not her acting. She's great.
No, she's great.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go to movie of the week.
I wanted to do trivia, or do you want to do that after?
Yeah, then let's do trivia first.
Stephen Yeun was originally cast as Bob Reynolds.
Yeah, they had to move.
Century.
They had to move back and forth because of scheduling, and then because of
of beef.
Yeah, not that, but also because there was a strike going on, and yeah, it was a whole deal.
Yeah, but that would have been kind of cool. But I really liked the guy who played him. I don't know if there's anything that's actually that exciting.
Yeah, I thought so.
The film was released during Mental Health Awareness Month, which was kind of cool.
It's kind of fitting, yeah.
Why is that trivia? The 36th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Great. Good for them.
I mean, it is kind of trivia, right?
I mean, sure, it's trivia, but it's not that
It's not that exciting,
no. The post-credit scene is 2 minutes and 54 seconds, which is the longest in the MCU.
I mean, yeah, the last, like the post-credit scene, not the mid-credit scene, is about how the Fantastic Four come into this Earth's universe or reality. Yeah. So, it's fine. It's a cool scene. And it sets up the Marvel Avengers Doomsday movie, I guess.
That trivia is kind of fun because I thought about that when we watched it. At one point, Valentina calls David Harbour's character an old Santa.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a few years before he played a dark Santa in Violent Night, which is kind of funny. Yeah. There's not that much exciting trivia. So.
Yeah, let's go to movie of the week. I mean, I don't even have to talk about it, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, it's 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Yeah, but what else did we watch? I mean, I agree, but what else did we watch?
Dog Day Afternoon, 8 Mile,
Also great.
Thunderbolts, and that's it.
Okay, yeah, then 100%. We knew it was that.
Not even close to me. I was like, when we watched the movie, I was like, if we do a podcast, that's this movie of the week.
I mean, I'm still thinking about that movie. It's just so good.
It's fantastic. Nia DaCosta directed the second installment of the 20 Years Later trilogy, and I hope there is a third one coming. They announced it already, but since the box office is not that great right now because people are kind of stupid.
Sorry, but you people are stupid.
Like, if you don't see the movie because you didn't like the ending of the first, I mean, sure, like, I get why people were a little thrown, and also tonally, because
it felt weird. I mean, for me too, it felt weird. The ending of
not only the ending but also tonally. Like, I feel like a lot of people
tonally it was fine.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. A lot of people forgot that those movies are not about the infected.
Yeah,
they never were. I mean, the second one maybe. But the first one was never about the infected. Yeah. It was always about how
it was never really like big zombie chases, and it was always about the real evil is man.
And so people kind of forgot that it was always about the people and their relationships in that environment. And so the second one, or the third one, 28 years later, kind of threw people off a little bit. And so I get that to a degree, but this one, The Bone Temple, is just another level of like Ralph Fiennes and then Jack O'Connell as Jimmy Crystal. That movie's so good. And then the music, and then the whole theme, and the I don't know, the philosophical aspects of what is, like, how are they sick? What is that sickness? Is it what is that virus? Can it be treated? And the mental health aspect of it, and then also like the comparison between the infected to the Jimmies, who are clearly the batshit crazy cult people. Like, there's also the political thing about it's so good, brilliant.
And Ray Fiennes is like
he's just out of this
iconic
world.
In everything.
I mean, the one scene.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it, but we know what scene we're talking about.
Iron Maiden. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Iron Maiden.
It's just like out of this fucking world.
And I also thought it was funny that they referred to him as the Dark Lord because it's Ray Fiennes.
Yeah,
it's funny.
I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, I understand when people are like, it's not something for me. But when they criticize that there is not enough zombie things in it, granted, they're not zombies, but when they criticize that aspect,
I mean, they do refer to them as zombies in this movie, though.
Yeah,
or somebody does.
But still, it I mean, for me, it's also zombie. It's the same thing, essentially. But I don't understand why then you have clearly not understood the first one. Like, that, or if you say you like the first one, then you're contradicting yourself. If you say you don't like that series at all, I mean, sure, that's fair. But if you say the first one is great, but the third one is not, I mean, they're the same fucking movie.
Yeah. Well, and if you watched 28 Years Later and then don't want to watch the second part to it because of the ending of 28 Years Later, then you're really stupid.
That's just stupid. because
I mean, sure, it was weird. Like, it threw me completely when we watched it the first time. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
it really throws you because it's
Yeah.
a crazy tonal change all of a sudden and almost like campy. And you were like, what is happening right now? But for me, that like made me more intrigued.
a lot of people got thrown off and just like, okay,
Yeah.
this is not for me. Like, I mean, give it a chance. You can't just judge something based on like one scene,
Right.
and then
It's
also
such
not
a short moment.
like the whole inspiration behind the Jimmys is shown already fucked up, and
Yeah.
reading about that alone was like, oh, I'm so interested in it because I know
Mm.
this clan or this cult thing is going to be diabolical,
Yeah.
which it was.
It was.
I know we don't do that usually for the movie of the week, but there's some fun Letterbox reviews. I just want to quickly go
Without spoilers,
yeah,
though.
it's like How to Train Your Zombie. Or it's kind of funny.
It's funny. But I feel like it's only funny if you have seen the movie.
What if we have a bromance at the bone zone? Gets the blood flowing. But there was another one I really liked, which was where is it? I can't find it right now. Doesn't matter.
It's great.
It's a great movie. Watch
And
it.
go see it.
Go see it. Honestly,
Even if just for the ending alone.
just there are two scenes in it, like the Iron Maiden. I mean the ending, but the Iron Maiden scene is just, I think, goes with Sinners. Like the music scene, they're just
Totally.
like they work so. Those two scenes just
Yeah.
are like perfect. And then there's another scene with Duran Duran, Ordinary World, which is also so fucking good. And then the ending, obviously, like, I mean, we all know that, spoiler, Cillian Murphy is in it. Just like, once you really want to see the next one.
Yeah.
So let's fucking show up for that movie.
Agreed.
Okay. Thunderbolts reviews.
I like this one. My depression would disappear too if Florence Pugh held me.
Yeah, the entire squad suicidal. Nice nod to Suicide Squad. The MCU versus the male loneliness epidemic.
Yep.
Even though it's not, I mean, male only. Yeah, I mean, sure, a little bit.
Yeah.
But that was not really the aspect.
No,
of it.
no. But
Yeah. When your circle's small, but you're all depressed.
good to know vibranium arms are dishwasher safe.
I mean, yeah, that's really good to know. They really beat him off with the power of friendship.
Bob's abs were so powerful he started levitating.
Yeah. Sad because Russian accent Florence Pugh is not my girlfriend.
I like that. Oh my God, we're so fucking back.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good MCU movie. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Short first episode.
Oh wait, I have one more because you had
Awesome.
mentioned this too,
Yeah.
and it's kind of funny. I love the thought of Spider-Man witnessing all of New York turning
Also,
into
yeah.
a black void, and he was just okay with it.
Yeah, I was like,
Like,
shouldn't
where's Spider-Man?
Spider-Man just swing by and ask, like, hey, do you need help or something? Yeah, but maybe he was in space or something. I don't know. Or was just in school studying.
Who knows?
The thing is, it's fine. I'm not that person who are like, yeah. Go see 28 Years Later, Bone Temple.
Yes.
And if you want to, hear more, please hit subscribe, comment, like, and if you want to support us, head over to our Patreon where Joe is still the only member. But that's it.
Hi, Joe.
That's okay. That's it.